waiting to have her back.
Oh, yeah. So have you got shot on Natalie, then?
She never set eyes on a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been fun to start with, but picking the tab up now, aren't I? Have you finished? Oh, who is it?
You, me, Sophie and Mummy. When you come home for God, do you like it?
I love it, sweetheart. I love it.
I want the truth.
He came round here and asked me for a drink. I had to wait for Fee to phone, so he went and got a bottle of wine. We had a glass of it, and he tried it on.
Did you encourage him?
No. I didn't even want him here.
And then what?
I told you. I asked him to leave and he left.
So why didn't you tell me?
I wish I had have done now. I just didn't want to make a big thing out of it. I didn't want you getting jealous and bringing it up every 5 minutes. I just wanted to forget it.
He was suggesting something happened.
Yeah, well, he's a liar. Look, do you think I'd throw all this away?
I don't know. I always get worried that you'll find someone better.
You've got to start believing in yourself more. Then you won't get so jealous. You know you're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Do you mean that?
Of course I do. You made an honest woman out of me.
Well, it's gone 9.
Can it be?
I don't know what you said, Curly, but you've obviously got something I haven't got. Hey, well
Cheers.
done. Yeah, that's really
Here's some sleep.
Oh, we wonder.
A woman in a takeaway, she says, "Do you want prawn crackers?" I said, "No, I'll have it in the right mind, please." Not bad, that, for a beano, is it? What's up?
I'm not having it.
What?
The operation, I'm not going through with it. There's next to no chance of it working, so why bother?
Because we agreed.
Yeah, well, I've changed my mind.
But why? You were all right at breakfast.
No, I wasn't. I've never been all right. It's been on my mind all day. Why put myself through it if there's no guarantee?
We've known that all along. There is no guarantee, but there's a chance. If you don't do it, then there's no chance at all.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's not you going through with it, is it? People die in operations, you know.
That's not why you're copping out.
I'm fed up of failing, Gary. What if I go through all this and fail again? Do you know the pressure that I'm under? It's something my body doesn't want to do, so why force it?
We have talked about this until we're blue in the face. Just get over this last hurdle. Then at least we'll know where we are. If you don't, then where does that leave us?
We'll still be together. We just won't have kids.
But I want them, Jude.
And I can't give you them. I'm sorry.
That is it. That is it. That is it.
Be careful, Norman.
That is it.
What's going on?
You said she would turn it off.
She did. We've had it off for over an hour. You don't expect us to have it off all night, do you? We've a right to listen to music.
And I've got a right to go to sleep.
Well, we're not stopping you.
How can I sleep with that racket then, eh?
You know when he told me to tell you if you were disturbing me? Well, you're disturbing me. You can't come in my house like that! You can't come in my house! You can't get him on the police! Mommy, I'm trying to let me get him! Can't get him on the police! Mommy, I'm trying to get off the CD! You're gonna pay for this!
I bet it's more than you ever did.
Eh?
Got any receipts, have you? I bet you never paid for anything in your lives. What the hell's going on here?
He broke in, Les, and he run upstairs. Yeah, look what he's done to my CD player! It's balmy!
I'm barmy. You're barmy. You and your whole family ought to be locked up, caring the community. It's a joke. You and your family ought to be in a lunatic asylum where you all belong.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Hey, nice one, Dad.
One CD. Clearly damaged.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, mate.
All right.
It's all right. Let's have a look. Come on. I'll go and ring for a doctor. Hey, all right.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Well, that's a nice welcome home.
You're late.
Late? When am I not late? I think that's what you call an occupational hazard.
You seem to have quite a few of them, don't you?
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you see, most of the blokes that I've ever been out with, when they get jealous, they sulk or we row. That's it. But with coppers, the blokes that they get jealous of, they get dragged in for questioning.
I'm sick of you constantly bringing up Steve McDonald. For the umpteenth time, I had nothing to do with it. The guy has got a record. He can expect to get picked up every 2 or 3 weeks while he's on parole. Ex-cons, they reoffend, they do it a lot.
Well, that's hardly surprising, is it? Eh? I mean, how are they expected to get a job when they've got you lot breathing down the neck all the time?
Oh. Oh, all right. All right. While we're on the subject of occupational hazards, you're going to have to learn something if you want to be a copper's wife. You're going to have to stop fraternising with criminals.
He was innocent.
Yeah, he was this time. Because where was Loverboy on the night of the crime? He was in bed with Maxie.
No, he was not.
Is this what it's going to be like? Every time he gets rearrested, you are going to start accusing me. You're still in love with him, aren't you?
Oh, don't be so stupid.
You never stop talking about him.
No, Alan, it's you that's obsessed with him. Of course I get mad when I see him messed around. He was the first bloke I ever lived with. But that is in the past. It's you that I'm engaged to.
Not anymore, you're not.
What?
Because I've had enough.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you not believing me the whole time. And I'm fed up of trying to compete with the love of your life. You want him, sweetheart. You can go and have him.
Alan, where are you going?
I am going out of this door. And I am not coming back.
I know. He hit a man with glasses on. And you never hit a man with glasses on.
You should let someone look at that again, you know.
No, I'm all right. It's just that he broke me other glasses. It's going to cost me a fortune.
You know, I can't really condone forcible entry or willful destruction of someone's personal property, Norman. But I must say, we were all very proud of you last night.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd never bothered now.
Rita says Superman. Baby says Robocop. That's a complete wally. You want to stay out of them form blues, mate. That's what you get for wearing your knickers on the outside of your trousers.
Ho, 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 very funny.
He's always been very pleasant with me, has Les. Mind you, I've never broke into his house and thrown his kid's CD out of a first-floor window in front of a cheering crowd.
I assume their constant noise didn't bother you then?
Well, not so much as to break in his house, no.
Yes, well, it's a good job we've still people in this country who are prepared to stand up for what they believe in.
What, like freedom to play your own music, you mean?
What about freedom for a bit of peace and quiet, I mean?
Well, it's quiet, isn't it? And the car's gone. You might have frightened him off.
He's right, you know. It is very quiet.
Yeah, well, they haven't got a stereo to play with now, have they?
You okay? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Now just get on. I don't pay you to talk. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's okay. It must be hard, seeing him like that. Yeah.
Has he phoned?
Nope.
He will.
Don't care if he does, don't want him back.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
Fee, you're engaged to the guy. You're going to be married.
No, not after what you did to Steve.
Yes, well, Steve's not worth it. I can tell you that for nothing.
Max, it's not about Steve. It's about Alan. Look, if he can do what he did to Steve, he could do that to anyone, couldn't he?
Alan did it to Steve because he was frightened of the competition.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have been. He should have just trusted me. He did not need to go to those lengths.
Come on, you should be flattered.
Well, I'm not. What he did was dishonest. How am I supposed to marry someone like that?
Oh, you say that now.
Yeah, and I will not be changing my mind.
Yeah, well, I know you.
Not well enough. It is finished.
You'll be back together again as soon as he walks through the door.
No, I don't think so, all right?
Where's your ring?
Max, I have told you it is over.
They say he just stormed in there and flung it out the window.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I wasn't there.
What do you mean you didn't hear any of the noise?
Fred, no.
No, well, you've got other things on your mind at the moment, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you know, it's nice to see you out and about again. Well, in your present circumstances.
Yeah, well, life doesn't stop because you find out your husband's been cheating on you, does it?
Absolutely. Don't you give in there, girl. You've got to pick yourself up and start as you mean to go on, eh?
I intend to.
Do you know, I'm sorry it had to happen, that's all. I always thought Kevin was such a nice lad. I'll see you, love.
Hi, Mum. Not exactly tactful, is she? Well, she's only saying what a lot of people are thinking round here. That it's my fault it happened.
I don't think so, Sally.
Don't you? I'll bet you anything you like it won't be long before it's poor old Kevin. What was he supposed to do when his wife left him like that?
Hey, do you think so?
I know it.
Hey, you all right with that?
I'll have a pint.
Maybe you should ease up a bit, eh?
Thursday work mending motors.
Something's happened, hasn't it?
Nothing's happened. Wish it would.
I just give it a bit of space, I shall come round.
You think so?
Yeah. Just needs a bit of time, that's all. Can't expect things to happen overnight.
I don't expect anything to happen.
Just be patient.
I'm trying, Dad. I stand outside the garage in the morning watching her take the kids to school. Only I've got to stand out the way so they don't see me. Because I don't want to upset them, you see. You know what that does to me? It tears me apart, Dad. I just want to go over, give him a cuddle and tell him everything's going to be okay.
I know.
You don't know. You don't. How could you know?
Because I've been through it, Kevin.
Yeah. And it didn't work out for you either.
It's amazing what a bit of soft focus can do. It takes years off.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, come on, listen, at our age we need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to take your advice.
Oh, you're having your facelift after all?
Oh, come on, Miss Tusher. No, your recommendation with the Scampi Dippers.
Oh!
Do you know, it takes years off you like that, Alma. It's great. Let's hope for us all, eh?
Well, make sure you buy plenty, because there's lots for him to do.
Alma?
It's the exhaust. It'll only take half an hour.
No.
I've come over specially.
Look, you can leave it if you want, but I can't guarantee anything.
Well, Kevin always does it over his lunch hour.
Well, Kevin's not here. Look, I'm going for my lunch. You going to leave it or not?
Well, okay, yeah, I'll pick it up after school.
Right, but like I said, no promises.
There's been no one in this place all day.
Yeah, well, let's hope it stays like that.
Do you think they've gone?
Why?
Well, after what happened last night.
Toy will be at school, Mother will be at work. Who knows where the revolting Leslie's hanging out. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to work.
I've waited as long as I could, but I need something to eat.
What?
Me dinner. You meant to be back at 1, it's gone 1:15.
Sorry, didn't realise.
Ken Barlow left his car, needs an exhaust. Said he couldn't promise anything.
All right, take your time. Sorry, I kept you waiting.
I said to our Maureen the moment I set eyes on them that they were trouble. You turn your back and they fill in the pockets.
I don't think anyone's got a good word for them. It's a shame, really, because she seems not a bad sort.
Well, it makes you wonder why she took up with him in the first place. I mean, are they married? Or just living over the brush?
Oh, I couldn't really say.
And you say he hit Curly?
Only after he threw their CD player out of the window.
He wants to look out for himself. They're getting to be quite a pastime round here, thumping Curly Watts.
Thank you, Mother.
Well, you're both very lucky that you don't live...
Sally, I've got to talk to you.
I'm working.
I've come to say I'm sorry.
Look, leave me alone, will you? I'm working.
Yeah, well, stop working and listen a minute.
What do you think you're doing, coming in here and giving me orders?
I'm not giving you orders, Sal. I just want you to listen. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I've said it till I'm sick of saying it. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I want my kids back. I've got to have my kids, Sal.
No.
You know what it's doing to me, watching you take them to school every morning? Having to hide in case they see me watching. Do you know what that's doing?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, we've got to talk about it. For their sakes. Sal, we've got to get back together. For the sake of the kids.
How much were you thinking about the kids when you were out clubbing? How much were you thinking about the kids when you were carrying on under Rosie's nose, sending her into a kitchen while you were upstairs with that woman in my bed?
I never did that, Sal.
You're a liar. Anyway, there's nothing more to talk about because I know why you did it. I'm just a boring little housewife, aren't I? And you just had to go and find yourself somebody more exciting, someone to turn you on.
Sally.
No, that's what it was. Well, if I am boring, Kevin, it's because you made me boring. So why don't you just get out and leave me alone?
What are you going to do with this?
He'll pick it up if he wants it.
You can't leave it outside with the keys in it.
I'll be here for a bit anyway.
Working.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, that's no answer, is it?
Yeah, well, when I want your advice, I'll ask for it.
Kevin, I'd hate to see you blow it, mate. You got a great little business here.
Yeah, and I had a great little wife and family. What's the point of one without the other?
Money. It's going to cost you whatever you do. You still need an income.
Yeah, what I don't need is a load of advice, especially now, especially today. So why don't you just go?
I'm going.
Good.
Does it look anything like me?
Yes, yes, I would say so, yeah.
And do you think it's flattering?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, Audrey was very scathing.
Well, she would, wouldn't she, eh? She's not happy if she's not in the public eye.
Well, I'm not happy if I'm in the public eye.
It sells Scampi Dippers, though, doesn't it?
Ah.
Gail said you'd had a bit of a fracas with your neighbours.
Listen, I've told everyone I walked into a door.
Yes, well, they're not easy people. The father sold me a stolen drill. Seems the young one took it from the back of Bill Webster's van.
Did you tell the cops?
Yes, well, I was going to, until it emerged that, well, she's not too well. Some psychological problem, I understand. One doesn't want to seem unreasonable.
Sometimes one has to be unreasonable.
Oh, yes. And look what he did to you. By the way, Mrs. Baldwin, I've taken your recommendation. The Scampi Dippers. Actually, I'd be interested to know how you eventually come to make your decision as to which is the best brand. I can only assume that you take them all home and that you and your husband try the lot. Which must be very expensive for the store.
Yes, it's very expensive, yes.
But very reassuring. Oh, and good picture. Very attractive.
Oh, thank you very much, Roy.
It's a pleasure. And, I'll let you know whether I agree with you.
Hi, Fee.
Can I come in?
Yeah, of course you can. Come on ahead. Go through.
Can I get you a cup of tea or something?
No, thanks. Sorry.
Hey, listen, if it's Stephen you want to see, I can...
No, it's not Steve. It's you.
Oh.
I really need someone to talk to. If you don't feel like it, just say...
Hey, no, that's fine. Matter of fact, I'm very flattered.
It's about me and Alan.
Uh-huh.
It's finished. Engagement, everything.
Wow. I thought you two were, well, I thought you were made for life.
Yeah, we were. But he walked out last night. We had this round.
Right, hey, listen, everybody has rows, Fee. That's like part of being together, isn't it?
No, it wasn't an ordinary round.
Yeah, but they never are they?
It was about Steve.
Oh, right.
Not directly. It was about him being arrested. I think Alan set him up. I think he gave the nod to one of his mates in the nick and implicated Steve. I can't prove it, but I just know that it's true. I can tell.
Uh-huh. And what does Alan say about this?
He denies it.
And you don't believe him? Well, then you have got problems, Cora. Oh, Fee, come here. No, don't cry, no.
Oh, I was hoping you'd still be open. Did you manage to see to the exhaust?
Chris did it.
So it's all okay then?
Should be.
So, how much do I owe you?
See me in the morning, eh?
Yeah, right.
Keys are in the dash.
You, wouldn't have any of that to spare, would you?
Sure. A spare cup knocking about somewhere.
Thanks. Sorry about you and Sally.
I on myself, didn't I?
Any hope you're getting back together again?
Don't think so. I want to. She won't have me.
I know how that feels.
Do you?
Yeah, I lost Deirdre. Nearly lost Tracy too because of her fling.
Do you regret it?
You do these things when you feel everything's gone a bit stale and a bit repetitive. Then when you do take the plunge and change your life forever, it's so frightening. And all you want back is that security and sureness that you're rejecting in the first place.
So it was a mistake?
Who knows? You take the plunge, you have to live with the consequences. Do you love Natalie?
Yeah, I suppose I do. I like Sally and the kids. It's different. I can't really explain it.
You don't have to explain. Tell you one thing, though. Sitting here with that bottle, looking at what you've lost isn't going to solve your problems.
It's the kids.
Yeah, I know. Too late for that now. You can always see the kids, you know, take them out, have them visit.
Part-time parent.
Let me ask you something. If there were no kids and it was a straight choice between Natalie and Sally, who would you choose?
A load of milk, Ken.
I know, but that's the question you've got to answer. Or buy another bottle, right? Anyway, thanks for the drink. I'll pop in tomorrow with my checkbook.
Right. Thanks.
How you feeling now, all right?
Fine, thanks.
Listen, I'm sorry I've no bickies.
It's all right. Need to watch my figure anyway.
I should say that's the least of your problems.
My eyes all right, or...
Your eyes are lovely, Faye.
What are you doing here?
I'm crying on your dad's shoulder, if you must know.
Seriously?
Stephen, are you sure you don't need to be somewhere else at the moment?
So what's up?
Look, she came here to see me, not you, okay?
Jim, it's all right. He's bound to find out sooner or later, so...
What, you finished with him?
Not exactly, no.
Right, come on, off you go.
Hey.
Go on, off you go. Go on, Stephen, out. Go on, out. Look, we're having a private conversation, okay? And you are getting in the way. No! Just take yourself down to the Rovers and leave her alone. Believe me, I'm telling you, she doesn't need this, and now clear off.
All right.
Go on. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
Faye, this is hard for me to say, but, you know, Stephen is no angel. I'm his father, I should know.
Yeah, so?
So, if you're not 100% sure that Alan fitted him up, don't go ruining your future on account of him. Look, we both know he's capable of doing what they said, don't we?
Hey, I've just looked in at the Battersby's place. There's no one there. It's as dead as a doornail.
Well, we were just saying there's no sign of either hair. Hasn't been all day.
Just might have tipped the scales there last night, Curly.
You don't really think they've gone, do you?
Why would they go?
Because they know they're unpopular.
I think they need a better reason than that.
Because they think Norma might go for the police.
The furniture's still there. They won't leave that.
Unless it belongs to the council.
Yeah, they'd take it whoever it belonged to.
Nah, Judy's right. We mustn't jump to conclusions. We'll only be disappointed. Pint, please, Judy, anyway.
Let me get you that, Norman. Not a chance to thank you properly for what you did on our behalf.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, what are you still doing here?
Oh, Alma Bolden called in for an appointment, so I said I may as well do it there and then. Where have you been?
The McDonald's.
Fee?
I was only talking to Jim.
Yeah, about Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you think that's wise?
Yeah, I do, actually. Go on, put that down. Let me take you over to the Rovers where I will buy you a drink.
Oh, I'll never say no to a drink.
Yes!
Any sign?
Completely empty, no one. I've been round the back as well.
Ah. Well, I think that calls for a drink. How would you fancy a rather large glass of malt, Mr. Sugden?
That's very nice, Norman. Yes, I think I could do justice to a nightcap. Thank you.
Hey up, Les. We thought you'd done a runner.
Oh, aye. Janice has gone to her sister straight from work. Harley Ann's over there with her. Main toy's been to Sheffield. What do you think?
It's a Jenny.
Auction. Got it for a whisper. I'll make a couple of £100 on that.
You've both been buying, have you?
Well, you can't see the girls without the music, can you? Which reminds me. Yours, I believe.
£200?
I'll take a check.
You can take a running jump.
That's what it cost. You smashed it, you replace it.
On your bike.
OK, I'll get the cops then.
Yeah, you do that. You get the cops. And while they're searching your house for stolen goods, I'll tell them about your assault on me.
Stolen goods? Everything I've got's paid for and receipted, pal. I don't have stolen goods. I sometimes have trespassers come barging in when they're not wanted, though. I think they'll be mighty interested in that.
And what about this? And what about my glasses? 80 quid it's gonna cost to replace those frames. 80 quid. So you can take this, and you can stop it. Can I?
Let's. Curly, it was you that went round to Leslie's shouting the odds, weren't it?
Absolutely.
Whose side are you on?
I'm just trying to get this sorted.
You should listen to this, man. I could sue you.
Oh, look, this is getting you nowhere.
OK, let's get the cops then.
All right, let's not be hasty.
No, you don't want the cops. You want to call it quits. Call it quits.
Go on, then. Just to be neighbourly.
Sorted. Let's go and have a pint.
I'm with you there.
Right.
I really thought they'd gone. Well, at least he's not calling the cops.
True.
I feel a bit of a fraud, though, Mr. Sugden. I should have stood up to him.
But you won your battle, Norman. He knows the sort of stuff you're made of. You'll get respect from them from now on.
Kevin.
Hi.
Come in.
It's outside in the car.
For how long?
A couple of hours.
Well, why didn't you come in?
I was trying to make my mind up.
I thought you'd already done that.
I'm sorry about what I said. It was a mistake. I want you back.
Don't tell me that now and change your mind tomorrow, Kevin.
Look, I won't. I want you, Natalie. I want to live together. Properly.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, God. Yeah, but don't think that me and Alan are back together.
Why? What's happened? Have you rang him?
I don't even know where he is. I phoned the station and they said he's taken a few days off, but there's no answer at his flat and he's not at his parents'.
See?
Yeah, well, obviously wants to punish me.
Your last day, isn't it?
Well, only my last day as a teacher, I hope.
I meant school day.
Oh yeah, it'll be whoopee cushion day today. Wine in the staff room, speeches, gifts from the kids that I won't know what to do with. I'll probably come home like some squiffy old bag lady.
Well, I hope you'll feel a proper pride, Ken, for all you've achieved.
Oh, well, thanks, Emily, though I'm not anticipating a peaceful retirement.
Oh, I'm going up to Norman's now. We've got to do something.
Know anyone in the SAS?
Sam! Sam!
Right, that's it. I've had enough.
No. What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna tell them just how they're making us suffer.
No. I tried that and look what happened to me.
I can handle myself, Curly.
No, Sam.
Raise your cup, then make your arm.
What do you do that for, you stupid cow?
Because I'm sick of you, you lazy git.
It's your bloody job to get me my breakfast.
And what's your job? Watching telly?
You broke this now, you bust a bloody knob off.
I'll bust yours off if you don't look out.
Maybe now's not such a good time.
Kevin!
I'm never going to let you go ever again.
Oh, get off. You're like a big daft kid.
I tell you what was daft. Staying away from you. But now I've come to my senses.
Well, we'll have to see, won't we?
I can see clear as day. Been trying to save a marriage which has obviously been a total disaster.
I'm sure it wasn't that, Kevin.
No? Well, it's hardly a sign of success when your wife tells you made her boring.
Well, she's going to say all sorts of things to you now, isn't she? Because you've hurt her.
Yeah, well, it's true. Whether it's down to me or not, we both of us made ourselves boring.
Then you might do something to liven yourselves up. Get back together for a fresh start.
You are joking.
It's all it takes for some married folk.
What are you trying to do? Get me to go back?
I'm not saying that's what I want.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm just a bit unsure of where I stand. You know, like, I'm second choice because Sally won't have you.
Look, you're not second choice to anyone, not by me. You're the best thing that's ever happened in my life.
Am I?
Yeah. Come here.
You don't really think Roy's going to invite you to Paris with him?
Who else has he got?
Well, 2 for 1 doesn't mean 2 single rooms, though, does it?
So?
He can't expect you to share a twin with him.
Knowing Roy, why not?
Hey, it's nearly time we were leaving, so Rosie, take Sophie up to the toilet. Why? Because otherwise she's going to want to do it in the car, isn't she?
Come on, Sophie, I want to talk about Daddy.
Don't miss a thing, do they? They miss him. Especially Rosie. Oh, I feel so bad about what I said to Kevin in the shop. I really showed him up. I shouldn't have done that.
Well, he shouldn't have started on you in there.
Well, there's no place else I'd see him, is there? In a way, though, I sort of felt relieved. Just to see he minded so much. Made me think maybe he does care about us and our marriage.
I'm sure he does, Sal. We all say things we don't mean at times like this. Look, this Natalie thing. He says he's over it now. Do you think he is?
He says he is.
Well then, if what you've basically got is still strong, then a stupid fling is not going to ruin all that.
I'm past caring what other people think.
You say that, Kevin, but it can wear you down. All the looks, all the backbiting.
Yeah, well, I can handle it if you can.
But why put ourselves through it? Why don't we just sell the garage and move the business nearer here?
Look, we don't have to do that.
It might be easier all round.
Look, we've nothing to be ashamed of. We're going to live together because we love each other. And we're going to go about our daily business until people get used to it.
What about Sally?
Well, she's going to have to get used to it, same as the rest.
I don't want to rub a nose in it, Kevin.
Well, it's up to her to keep her nose out then, innit?
There's £20 cash back and there's your receipt. Thank you.
Alma, where's the smile?
Where's what?
The sunny smile for the customers. The one that goes with thank you. It suits you when you smile.
Oh, does it? What do you think you look like that's so charming?
I happen to be the victim of a brutal assault.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel, if you want to know.
There you are, Mrs. Facer Furmans. You recommend these, do you?
Can I help you, Mrs. Roberts?
Yes, you can. You can give me my money back. And compensation on top for selling me old stock.
I'm sorry.
But what does it say there, eh? Best before the end of this week.
So what?
So that means that it's best a long time before that, doesn't it?
It means what it says.
I'm telling you. Alfie and I have been on the trot to the bathroom all night because of these, and I want recompense.
Well, I'm sorry you've both been unwell, but it's nothing to do with our scampi dippers.
I'm telling you, there's the proof.
That's the proof that they're fresh.
Fresh? Them dippers must have been ripe enough to crawl out the packet all by themselves.
It must have been something else you've eaten. And I tell you again, it's got nothing to do with our scampi dippers.
I am telling you what it was. And I am demanding my right, so come on, get that till open.
I'm very sorry, but I can't authorise that.
Well, I'm not leaving here till you do, so... Norman, think on.
This is the sort of breakfast worth getting up for.
We should come here every morning.
What, with 3 females in the house? I shouldn't bloody have to. When are you only going to learn how to cook?
When you pay us to, Les.
Hey, you cheeky.
More toast.
Smashing.
On the subject of our arrangement...
Hey?
I take it I'm due the next instalment Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Now, we've been talking about this, haven't we, Toya? And you see, Roy, to be fair to this one, it turns out it was Arlie Ann that told her to pinch that drill. Dared you, didn't you?
I said it were wrong.
Which, when I came to see you, Roy, I didn't know about.
Yeah, but the fact still remains...
Oh, no question. The fact still remains you're out of pocket.
By £40.
Which I've told him is 4 fortnightly instalments of £5 off each. And Arlie Ann being the oldest, I think she should stump up first. Fair by you?
Well, I imagine so.
Oh, good. It's the only way they'll ever learn. Right?
Right.
Right you are, then.
Right, then.
Is he stupid?
Sad, innit?
I like coming out with you, Les. Tough like in a sky with school.
Oh, well, you just keep patting Miss Chief. Do you hear me?
So now you got 2 debtors instead of 1.
Same arrangement, though.
Twice as likely not to pay.
Let's not judge till Sunday, Gail. Anyhow, here's 1 mission successfully accomplished. Paris for 2. Which just leaves me with the small problem of who to take with me.
Why am I waiting? Why am I waiting?
Audrey!
Why?
Audrey, if you just come to my office, we can sort this out sensibly.
No, thank you. I am stopping right here. I mean, you see these posters, love? I mean, that's her, Alma. So, obviously, Alma recommends a dose of diarrhea. That's what you get when you have her scampi dippers, I'm telling you. Look at the date. Come on, shove them back in the freezer.
Right, Alma, open this till.
Oh, thank you. Finally, you're listening.
I can assure you that our scampi dippers are perfectly fresh. However, if Madam wants a refund, then she can have one. But I repeat, Furman's freezers take no responsibility for your diarrhea.
Oh, go and stuff a sock. Oh, hope you're sorry, Alma. Excuse me.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but I can assure you, Alma here only recommends the best.
Oh, no, she doesn't. Alma recommends that people choose for themselves.
Alma.
End of message. Over and out.
Alma! Alma!
So, what do you do any time off then?
Stay at home with my stamp collection.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do much in the weekdays, too knackered. Watch telly, go to the pub, go to clubbing at weekends.
So, what clubs do you go to then?
Slammers, Warsaw, the Sub. Hey, look, I gotta go. My boss is coming.
See you then.
Hey. Hi. Everything okay? Fine. And you?
Look, Chris, I know I've given you a rough ride lately, but everything's sorted out now.
Yeah?
Jamie's Bill with you.
I was just getting some stuff there. Hey, Wooly, the wee girl wants to talk to you.
Oh, hiya.
Bill, hiya. I just wondered if I could have a quick word with you.
You can have a long word if you want. Let Jim do the grafter.
I've decided I'm going to go and speak to Kevin. Maybe we could patch things up a bit.
Hey, if that's what you want, that'd be fantastic.
Do you think that I should phone him first, or see him face to face, or get you to phone him, or what?
No, tell him straight off. I know what it'll mean to him.
Right. Well, here goes then.
Hey, Faye.
Hey.
Haven't you tracked down your policeman yet?
No.
Have you not been looking? Fiona, are you all right?
Look, no, I really don't want to talk about it.
Faye?
Hi, Judy.
Zoe,
Can I talk to you?
you look terrible. Where have you been? Why did you run off like that?
I didn't run off.
Huh?
He said I had to go, didn't he?
Who said?
Your husband. He took me to social services.
Gary?
Don't you know?
What do you mean? What happened?
He said I couldn't stay at yours, so he took me to social and they put me back in kids' home.
So you're staying in a home?
Well, I did for a bit, but then I took myself off. I got a room in this hostel.
What, you ran away again?
I couldn't stick it, could I? But then what happened, I got all my food nicked, so I wondered if maybe you'd lend us some money.
Thanks, love. Oh, Gail. So, I just went over to the garage to see Kevin, and he was with her.
What do you mean?
In his office, cuddling up to her, and he saw me, and he just made a bigger show of it.
No, Sally, surely he wouldn't.
He was. He was flaunting it on purpose to hurt me.
Come on, Sal. I'll take you home.
No, it's all right, Gail. I'm sorry.
Sal, I'm sure you'll work it out.
About this trip to Paris, Gail, I've had a further thought.
Well, you'll have to take a fella, Roy. I mean, it's twin beds.
Yes.
Well,
Well, are you saying my intentions would be mistaken with a woman friend?
no. I just suppose...
Because what I wanted was to ask you, Gail.
Me?
Well, knowing how well we get along, and you'd not mistake my motives, would you?
No, of course I wouldn't, Roy.
But, you see, exactly. Who'd run the cafe if we both go?
Exactly what I was going to say.
So, what I thought was best was that if I go like another time and well, you have these.
What?
You and Martin have a nice break in Paris together.
Oh, Roy, no, I couldn't. No.
No argument, Gail. Decision made. But I shall expect a postcard.
So what's this hostel like then?
Worse than kids' home. At least that weren't filthy. But it's same for like thieving your stuff and getting woke up with all their yelling and that. Well, some of them's mental. You don't feel safe.
Oh, Zoe.
Thing is, they're gonna shove us out anyway.
Why? What do you mean?
'Cause I had to give them a made-up name, say I was older.
Well, what did you do that for?
'Cause else they wouldn't have took me in. But thing is, to stay at hostel, you have to sign on, and I can't say, can I?
But you're 7 months pregnant. They won't put you on the streets.
No, they'll put me back in kids' home. Well, they won't, 'cause I'll just run off again.
You can't run off. Not in your state.
I'll be all right if I've got a bit of money.
Don't talk daft.
Please, Judy, I won't beg off you again.
No, you won't. 'Cause I've got a much better idea.
Right! I've had enough! I'd like to murder them! All of them! One by one! Very slowly! Limb by limb!
Oh, don't you start!
I'd like to skewer that stupid dit! I would like to shove this in his innards! And then I would like to skin him!
Oh, shut up, Curly! It's bad enough listening to that lot.
I have had a very bad day!
Put that bloody knife down.
Yeah, all right.
I can't believe people can be so selfish. They know it's driving us mad.
You could go down on your bended knee and plead, and they would kick you over.
There must be some way they'd respond.
I've told you, brute force.
No, I mean a practical way, not just a fantasy.
Well, what then? I mean, a show of anger's no use, is it? It just stokes them up even more.
I wonder.
What? What else is there?
Just one last possibility.
What?
Something you'd never think of in a million years.
Samantha?
Here you are. Did you have a nice bath?
Lovely. Has it got sugars?
Yeah. Sit out and comfy. Oh, I'll fetch you some nice woolly socks for your feet.
Hello! A mate of mine has been fishing and look, 2 lovely trout. Oh no.
Now, Gary, don't jump to any conclusions. There's a very good reason.
What did I say to you?
She ain't got anywhere else to go.
Yes, she has. The social services told me.
And you didn't tell me, did you?
No, I didn't, because you wouldn't listen, would you?
Right now, you listen. She is not going to no crummy kids' home. She's staying right here. And that's final. Watch this.
Sam, what are you gonna do?
Here we go. You're a bit of a ready-made meal.
Fuck
fan.
off! We're busy!
Yeah, I'm always in the office, so I mean, I don't really.
Is that
get
one of
time
your friends,
to,
Toya?
Make food.
What?
I always feel like it's a bit of a waste of time.
What's their game?
I don't know, but I wish you'd go and sort him out.
Why didn't watch me?
So it's just really easy to just to pop it in the microwave and
Oh.
Sorry to bother you, Les, but you couldn't spare a moment, could you?
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Just
we're making a fresh version of it.
What?
What I've done here,
What can I do for you?
is just mix some
Well, I'm not sure if you'll want to.
a little bit of dark.
Oh, you just try me.
It's the noise, you see.
Hey?
Okay.
It's been really
That's what you have to do.
disturbing.
You can,
Well, if there was
have
anything
that
we could do
ready-made
about it.
What's the difference between dark and light?
Of course, no problem.
Right.
Leanne! Turn that music off now, do you hear? Saya, turn that telly down now.
So, mix that
Just do it!
I want to make this.
Leanne, I said off!
What are you shouting for?
Clear off, I'm talking.
Fantastic.
For you, anything.
Well, I'll have to treat you to a pint sometime.
Anytime you like.
Well, thanks again, Les.
See ya. What's wrong with your face?
For you, no trouble, love. Anytime you like.
Hope that's not my tea.
And the prince was madly in love with the princess. This didn't seem much of a problem to solve. So the prince told him.
I want a word.
He
Go on,
lived,
then.
he said,
Out here.
in a castle
I'm
in the
doing
next
tea.
country.
It won't take but a minute.
Not much of a place, he said, but we like it. And his father, who was very wise, had the idea that he should marry...
Well?
What are you doing with her?
I've told you.
Dude, you can't. She's just a kid. I don't want her in the house.
She needs us, Gary. And if you hadn't made her go last time, she won't be as ill as she is.
Jude.
You've seen how she is. If anything worse happens to her, and then forgive us, Gary. Alan?
I was hoping I'd find you here.
Thought you were Alan, but I'm glad you're not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're nicer to me than he is.
Listen, Fee, I was just popping across the road for a pint. I thought I'd pop in and see how you were.
Look, I'm really sorry about being short with you earlier.
Hey, no, look, doesn't matter.
I'm just finishing off in bed.
Oh, you carry on, go on. You do what you were doing.
There's not really that much to report anyway. Except I haven't heard from him.
Not even a phone call?
Nope, not since he walked out.
That boy's a fool.
Maybe he just meant what he said.
No, you take it from me. If he loses you, he'll kick himself.
I just wish he wasn't a policeman. It's a stupid thing. Because when he's Alan, I love him so much. And when he's D.S. McKenna, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm not the right wife for him anyway.
Well, if I was a fit person to judge, I'd give you my opinion straight off.
You tell me.
Me tell you? Why? I'm hardly the world's greatest expert in being happily married now.
Yeah, at least you admit your own mistakes. He never does.
Well, he hasn't wasted his life yet.
No, and nor have you.
The best years of it have I?
No, you don't know that yet.
Well, I know what I've lost, and I know what I deserve to lose. I'll tell you something else, Fee. You don't deserve to be treated like this. Not a nice kid like you.
He's so nice to me.
I wish you all the happiness in the world, Fiona. Breaks my heart to see you so sad.
Will you hold me?
Don't cry.
Well, whatever next? One thing's for sure, you'll find out in Sunday's episode at 7:30.
Fee? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Listen, I'll stay if you want me to.
No. No, it's all right.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later on, huh?
Okay.
Fee. Bye. Sorry, son. Sorry. Go on. Thought you were going out on a rush? No. Look, I'm gonna get a couple hours kept before I go to work, all right?
All right. Anyone we know?
I'm sorry I woke you, Stephen.
We'll leave the latch off in future.
Oh, it's you. Thought it was Zoe.
No, only me.
Bring your drink back upstairs. It's early yet.
She's not the solution, Jude. So's not having kids.
What are you talking about?
You've been muttering in your sleep.
No, I haven't. Just worried about her, that's all.
You're worried about a baby. You never would have brought the kid home otherwise.
She won't be keeping it herself, you know. She'll have it adopted.
And it'll go to some couple who are waiting on a waiting list somewhere.
I know that.
Listen, why don't we take ourselves out tonight? Just the two of us, spend some money on ourselves.
Where?
I don't know. Be a surprise. We'll find out when we get there.
Well, maybe. Zoe's all right.
Why shouldn't she be all right?
She's pregnant, Gary.
I had noticed.
Well, it's a frightening time to be left on your own.